First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
DeAndre Swift.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. He's going to be out around the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college, off-season, about a season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, here's Stafford.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Tyus Bowser make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Caught left side by Hilton. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Stafford going to give it to Swift.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 31. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Swift, the ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
They'll run here with Swift.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Swift, the ball carrier.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Stafford.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Dumps this off over the middle, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Stafford. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Ravens 14, Lions 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And then open down the middle of the field. But he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
18-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 14, Lions 7.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stafford will try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Calais Campbell in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Operating from the gun. Stafford will find Swift out of the backfield. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Carry, it's Bowden, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Bowden, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
At the 42-yard
line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson throwing once more. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Ravens 21, Lions 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
fielded near the back of the back.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allow that turnover to hurt.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as the Ravens push further out in front.
His kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Ravens 28, Lions 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Swift. It's a run to maneuver. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
The 49-yard line. A gain of 14. Brings up
on 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A Gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. From the gun, Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Stafford able to find Hockenson for a Lion first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Galladay, complete. 15 yards on the play, first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing quickly, complete out wide. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Swift. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of
frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
22-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. Able to avoid it at the 40. And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Lions 21.
Just 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Taken in the end zone.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
30-yard line.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Third down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, Running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Jackson on first down. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 31. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings
From the 45 on second down. Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards. And a Raven first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 43-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on second down. Jackson dancing to his left. The left side is Brown. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the foot. Ball back.
For 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back get themselves reasserted and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ball carrier.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Complete.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 53 yards. So how about this for a change? First down on the other side of the field. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Balazs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Get there, tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Jackson eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in. Lions will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
And 10 at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Sliding out of the pocket. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 23-yard line.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking deep for Hilton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. Fighting through, and he's got space. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. I I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that.
And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jarrad Davis in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he returned just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. For a Lion. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Intended for DeAndre.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The 48-yard line.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
so for the Ravens, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Thank you.